All right, Swamp Posse Kayak Club, back to Bayou Segnette. The Big Bass Challenge. It won't be long. Well, back to Bayou Segnette State Park. It was so pretty back here the other day that most of the members of the little group that I fished with wanted to come back. So back for another day. It's a beautiful morning. It's dead calm. Probably get around 90 today. And we'll see if we can lure some bass out of here. All right, fish on. First bass in the boat. Not me, but they're here. That's it. You can't come no more. Pretty little cluster of small cypress right here. Green heron landing in the top. Only thing that could make this cypress tree better is if there was a bass under it. Yep. Well, here's another beautiful stand of cypress. Beautiful. Scenery back here by Segnette is gorgeous. Bird watcher's paradise. Sun coming through the marsh. Beautiful day. Just need to fish. Got a little prothonery warbler in this tree right here. See if I can get close enough to get him on camera. See how bright yellow he is? Looks like a little prothonery warbler, prothonery, however you pronounce it. Hey, little bird. Wow, that was pretty. One of my favorite spots up in here. Hasn't produced a lot of fish for me, but it's pretty. You would think there would definitely be something in here. Even an old shoe pick. I don't know if you can see up in the tree, we got a nesting pair of night herons up there. There's the one turning around looking at me. So they just swapped on the nest. If you can see it up in the tree right there. Night heron, beautiful bird. One of my favorites. They back out of here, I don't want to disturb them too much. Already haven't. So up there in the tree, nested pair of herons. I think it's a little night heron. I'm gonna have to double check to see. Kind of small. Well, that's the beauty of back here. When the fishing ain't great, the bird watching always is. Little female wood duck up here with her little babies right behind her. Come on, Mom, I just want to look at the brood. She'll probably go on land before she lets me get close enough to see. Yeah. Yeah, there they go. I can still see her eye patch. There they go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little babies. You'll probably there. I can see her in the woods. You get back in here, the wildlife phenomenal. Pair of nesting herons. There was just a wood duck female with 4 babies. Seen a little warbler in a tree. So if you want to kayak and bird watch, Bayou Segnette's the place. There's some kind of heron over there calling. Big gray heron flying over the trees. Don't know what it is, but oh, nice bass. Oh yeah, nice bass. Tangled up in all that grass. Nice bass. Broke the ice, Dad. Over here in the grass bed. Beautiful. Nice bass. Got the skunk off, so it's officially not a bird watching trip anymore. I tell you what though, I could come out here without a fishing pole, paddle around, and like this morning see a pair of nesting herons and a wood duck with babies and warblers in the trees and all. This is just a freaking gorgeous bayou here, Bayou Segnette. See the whistling tree duck? Watch them land up there. Yep. We used to not have too many of those around here, and then after Hurricane Katrina, seems like they're here like crazy. Must have had a bunch of them come in on the storm. Oh, that's the log make you think you got a fish. Comes a herring right here. That might be one of them ones in the nest over there. Nothing big, but it's a bass. I guess somebody's gonna keep fish today, huh? So we got some granivolaes coming up here, which is a water lotus. These are probably the first ones of the spring coming up. So they'll cover this whole bank, and then you'll get the buds and the seed pods that all the florists like to pick and use. Big old granivolaes. First ones of the spring. No, that was grass. Osprey fishing. The crows chasing them. Right up here. There he goes. All this flood wall you see, this is part of the 300-year flood protection they put in for the West Bank after Katrina. So they got the whole West Bank ringed with flood walls and flood gates to prevent another mass flood. Sure hope it works. So these trees right here with the bell-shaped bottom and a big broad leaf are tupelo gum. So that's the type of wood you want to use to carve wooden decoys. You use the very bottom bell piece where it grows in the water. Commercially they were logged back in the day. The top sections is a real hard wood. It was used for railroad ties. But you cut that bell out that grows in the water, and it's a nice even grain knotless wood that carves in any direction. So the old timers say you always want to cut your carving wood on a waning moon. So waning moon is after the full moon as it gets smaller. The waxing moon is the moon's getting bigger, the sap's running in the tree and it's too hard to carve. On the waning moon, the sap's not running, and that's your time to cut your carving wood. So tupelo gum, the bottom bell, when it grows in water, good for decoy carving. Get that big old blue heron just standing there looking at you. So it looks like 2 bass is what Bayou Segnette likes to give me. Posted a video on Bayou Segnette. Somebody asked me about the ramps and the facility. So as you can see, they got 6 double wide bays. In theory 12 boats could launch and retrieve at the same time here. And the other side of the flood wall is about 25-30 acres of paved parking, paved and well lit. So beautiful facility for launching. Bayou Segnette State Park. Get a depth chest video. Got 2 fish in a depth chest, 2 bass. Mississippi kite, Tommy.
About a golf course there.
Yeah, sure is.
What is that?
A Mississippi kite.
Yeah, they come down here to breed. So they'll catch mosquito hawks in midair.
So this is all the paved parking I was talking about on the other side. Plenty of spots. Probably a good 150 trailer length spots. So I'm finishing up a day fishing at Bayou Segnette State Park. Came out here another day. Really enjoyed myself again. Beautiful scenery. For the first hour or so I thought I was bird watching because fishing was slow. Saw some herrings nesting in a tree, a wood duck with some babies, ospreys, Mississippi kites, all kind of birds. So if you're into kayaking and bird watching, it's a beautiful place to go. One of the guys that was with me even saw a scarlet tanager today. Ended up catching 2 bass, not bad. Still enjoyed myself. Had a great time. Bayou Segnette State Park, day 2. Till the next video, get out there and go fishing.